Hey guys, Mike Builds here. I just wanted to do a quick overview of my EG4 ChargeVerter covered in cat hair. This thing is putting in work. I have it set to about 12 amps right now, and I'm actually currently running it off my Harbor Freight Predator generator. Reason being is I just got home from work and I just kicked the inverter on for the day, or for the evening, and as you can see we're pulling about 1200 watts, but that got all the way up to 2000 watts because I'm running 2 mini splits on full cool. So we got this guy running right here, cooling my bedroom off, and then this one is cooling off the living room. As you can see, tons of condensation. Very humid here in Texas. But anyways, yeah, so we're running both AC units on full cool. We're also charging a vacuum and charging some other batteries. So normally when I get home, this thing's dang near at 100% because during the day I have the solar on but the inverter off, and it charges these two EG4 batteries and then the Calb Homemade battery. What, kitty? He just wants to go outside. So anyways, they're at dang near 100%, and I like to run it all night in order to cool my bedroom off. So I don't want to use all the power before I go to sleep. So sometimes I'll supplement it using the ChargeVerter, and I'm really happy with this thing. I also built an adapter to go from the big plug to a 110 plug, just like that. And if you want to learn how to build one of those, I did make a video about that. So let me know if you guys need help doing that. Super easy, and that also lets me unplug this and plug it into a 220 plug as well. I believe you can only get about 2500 watts out of a 110 circuit, but my house probably wouldn't even support that. So I run this between 10 to 15 amps, which is 500 to 900 watts or something like that, 800 watts. The ChargeVerter is awesome, especially this updated one, because it actually has plugs on the side right here where you can connect to the computer. You can also connect it to a generator to do remote start, and you can actually set this thing up to read your battery state of charge and all that stuff. So, but yeah, just something cool I do with it at the end of the day. And like I said, my generators get a workout, and sometimes I just plug it directly into the grid, and you guys are probably like, well, what's the point of that if you have solar? But like I said, my goal is to try to make the batteries last all through the night, and I try to supplement them when I can. That way when I wake up in the morning, they're not at totally zero, and they normally charge all the way throughout the day, especially if it's very sunny. We have about 3000 watts worth of panels, as you can see up there. So yeah, the generator doesn't seem to mind it run a bit. But eventually I'll probably do its own video, more dedicated. I'll go into deeper specs if you guys maybe want to see that. Just let me know. But there is some other YouTube videos about it. It's nothing really crazy. It's essentially just a big beefy power supply. And let's say, like, for example, we had another snowstorm hit and I didn't have power for like a week, and I had no way to charge the batteries with the sun. I do have a way to use the full 5 kilowatts out of this thing. We also have this big Champion generator. So this is like my big boy generator. I normally use this for portable welding. I don't like to use it for charging because it produces dirty power, because it is just a normal alternator style generator, not an inverter generator, because inverter generators this big are expensive. But this thing works great. And it's got the plug on it right there that the charger takes. And the great thing about the EG4 ChargeVerter is they actually say it's rated to be used with these kind of generators. In fact, that's why they recommend you use it, because you can obviously use your inverter as a charger, but you don't want to plug that into a dirty power source. It could potentially fry something, and these are known to have dirty power sources. In fact, I have an oscilloscope. Maybe in a future video we'll plug it into this and compare the output to, for example, an inverter generator. I also am in the middle of making a new cart, so that's going to be its own video. That's going to be the new setup, because I'm sure some of you guys are looking at this and you're like, oh my God, that is crazy. What is this guy thinking? This is all temporary. I have a new cart getting built, and we're going to completely revamp the whole setup. I've also had a ton of people asking for updates on the diesel generator project that we put together in another video, and I've been doing some fuel economy testing. As y'all saw by the last video, we had the 418 diesel on there, did a little bit of testing. I did go ahead and put this one back on, and I bought some turnbuckles. That way I can be able to build a belt tensioning system, and then hopefully in a later video, we're actually gonna see how much output we can get using this 3 horsepower diesel. So look forward to that if for all you diesel fanatics, because I get a lot of questions about it. I did just do that video of me starting it because somebody said it didn't run anymore. All right, so I just shut off the generator outside. It's now cooling off. The other way I use the ChargeVerter. So the first way we have the wall. The second way we have generators. The third way I use it is using other solar power station that I built in the past to transfer power to the big setup. So this is a 12 volt setup, and I really don't use the 12 volt setup a whole lot, only because I use the 48 volt system so much. But I still have a couple small panels hooked up to this to still kind of trickle charge it. So it's good to have, you know, some extra power on hand. This is also where I keep my 12 volt batteries. What, midnight? This setup right here has about 5, maybe 6 kilowatt hours of capacity. So it's still good to use it. Still good to put this setup to the test just because I never actually use it at all. But yeah, so it's another interesting way I use it. As you can see, I have it set to 16 amps right now. This thing's awesome. As always, questions, comments, gripes, concerns, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to reply to all you guys. I know. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it. Just wanted to make a quick video and I'll see y'all in the next one.